And we do welcome you to the C&C Auto Show. I am Aaron Clements here with co-host David Clark.
All right, good morning.
All right, and Jamie Bridges.
Good morning.
Oh, it sounds like it's a good morning then. We might as well say that.
It is.
And we are live here at Gerald Jones Ford in Augusta, Georgia. And here's the great stuff. We have Brian Winters here with us. Brian, welcome to the show.
Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, Brian tell us a little bit about what you do here at Gerald Jones Ford.
Well, I do my best to keep everything going in the right direction.
All right.
I'm the general manager, so my job is to make sure the wheels stay on and the vehicle keeps rolling forward and that we have good customer experience for everybody and give great deals and have happy customers.
And Brian has a fantastic team here, not only here in the new car division, but also the service parts, all the other things that they do here. And the Gerald Jones group is just a fantastic group of people to work with. And we are here because we have been talking about this for a while, all the great options that they're putting on vehicles now. I mean, there's just so many things that people love about these new items. So we will do like we do in traditionally do, and that's David and Jamie and myself. We'll fire questions at somebody, and we'll ask them, and we'll see how they hold up. Brian, we have had people smoke start coming out their head after we talk for a little while, so it can get a little bit on the rough side. I'll start the ball rolling. Brian, what are the three most popular driver assistance features on new Ford vehicles that people absolutely love?
Well, I'd have to say the first one might be the Ford Copilot 360 system. People really like that. It's packed with features like auto high beams, just something simple like that. It'll automatically adjust your high beams. If somebody's coming to you with you got your high beams on, they're coming at you, it'll automatically knock it down to regular, and then when they pass, it'll pop it back up to high beams again for you. Blind spot assist, that's another big feature with what they call bliss with cross traffic alerts. And you've seen on cars where the driver's side mirror lights up with a little orange light on it, and that lets you know somebody's in your blind spot.
Yeah, the blind spot indicator.
Blind spot indicator, and this also comes with cross traffic alerts. So if it senses somebody coming from either direction, it'll alert you to let you know.
So is that also known as V2V, vehicle to vehicle technology, to where one vehicle is actually talking to another vehicle?
Well, I don't know if they're actually talking to each other, but it will detect those vehicles and let you know.
Okay. It'll let you know if that other car is coming and not braking like it should.
Right. Another example, if you're backing out of the driveway and you can't see some little kid come by on a bicycle behind you, it's going to see that and it's going to hit the brakes.
Even if you're not looking at the camera, it will see it and it will hit the brakes.
Exactly. Exactly. It's got also pre-collision assist with automatic braking, and that's kind of what we're talking about there. If you're backing out of the driveway and you can't see somebody or something, it'll hit the brakes for you. Same thing if you're moving forward. You're traveling down the road at 45 miles an hour, and maybe you're looking to the left or looking to the right. You're not paying attention as close as you should be, and the vehicle in front of you slams on the brakes. It will send a really loud warning flash on the dash, and it'll hit the brakes for you.
And Brian, I'm going to mention, and for all of us here, if your automatic braking system has to activate more than 3 times in 1 week, you got an issue.
That's right. That's right.
Put the phone down or something, whatever you're doing.
Unless you got to set it in autonomous driving.
Yeah.
And it's going to brake for you then, Aaron.
That's true.
Well, that's another feature. Is the Ford Blue Cruise is one of the top 3.
I've heard good things about the Blue Cruise.
It's a great system, and it's a semi-autonomous driving system. These commercials where it shows people driving down the road and they're got their autonomous driving system, semi-autonomous driving system on, and they're looking around the car and they're singing or reading. No, that's not quite how it works. What it'll do is it controls braking, steering. It will keep you in the lane that you're in. You need to keep your eyes on the road, though, because there's a sensor and a camera that if you're looking away for too long, it'll chime and tell you that you need to take the wheel because it's going to cut the system off.
Yes.
Because you're not paying attention.
It is watching you to
right.
make sure. And I'm not sure, Mason just recently got a truck, our producer, Mason Rogers, He recently got a truck, and it's got the Blue Cruise, and that's what he was telling me about. He was riding to Columbia, and he loved it. One thing I didn't mention to him, and he probably already knows this, that if you turn your head for too long or notices you're not watching the road, it'll disengage that bad boy.
Mm-hmm. And even if you're watching and looking forward, but your eyes droop, it'll chime and bring up a little coffee cup. It says stop and get a cup of coffee. Stop
I've had
and take
that
a rest.
one before.
Yeah. So, I had one fellow overheard one fellow saying, "Well, that's the perfect DUI preventer right there. Yeah. I won't get a DUI now. The car's driving." I said, No, that's not how it works.
You are over a lot of technicians.
That is correct.
Okay. Now, I hear some people talking about a technician shortage. Is there a technician shortage?
There definitely is a technician shortage. If you ask anybody in the automotive field, you will get that exact same answer. I guess the days of old where guys like to tinker like we did back in our day in the backyard or with a group of kids or whatever. We worked on own cars. We had hot rods. But technology is taken up now. Cars are so more advanced. They're almost like you got to be a computer programmer to work on them. And a lot of people like it that way, and that fits the new generation. They just haven't explored it as much as they should.
Yeah, and there are some, don't get me wrong, there's some fantastic technicians out there. There's really good technicians, and they really care about what they're doing. There's just not enough of the technicians that's out there. And actually, now, this is probably as across the board, but it would be great to even have more training than we have out there, more technical colleges, I would say, where it would draw people into the field. I know of one right now in Jacksonville, Florida. It's my favorite technical college as far as the things that they do, but it's a huge building, and they have a lot of room there to bring technicians in, train them, and do different things. And it gets them interested for when they go either to a shop or if they go to a Ford dealership, they can take their training from that level and take it further up.
Correct.
Great.
And we are talking to David Stahl, the Director for Parts and Service here.
David, what's some of the more common problems that you see?
Honestly, we see a lot of programming problems that we see on vehicles.
Yeah.
You know, that they run on so much sophisticated systems that, you know, you got to be able to do updates, reprograms, relearns. You know, that's a lot of the stuff that we have to do with your basic mechanical stuff.
Yeah, there was a time you just put a part on a car and it would work. Now you put a part on the car, and then you got to let it shake hands with the car first, and they got to meet each other and talk a little bit. In other words, you got to program it.
That's right.
And let the car know that it was changed.
Door switches, headlights, you name it. The days of just throwing a part at it and fixing it are no longer there.
Yeah.
No, I obviously on the collision side, with all the ADAS stuff, we're dealing with things every day. And fortunately enough, I get to deal with a lot of shops across the country. And this past week, we had a Volvo that we need to do the blind spot calibration on, and attempted to do that, and it wouldn't go through. So we did a little bit more research, found some more digging, but we had to update the software in the car so that the system would allow itself to start the initialization process. Mm-hmm. And just the software updates in these vehicles today and how they block things or how things have to be at the maximum level before you can start a calibration it's mind-blowing sometimes. It's where you have to start. Is the car completely updated? So,
Jamie, do they see a lot of that in the trucking as far as calibrations and as far as updating on parts or programming on parts?
Yeah, it depends on what it is, but yeah, there are getting to be more and more things where it has to be programmed at the time of install, or we'll have to flash it before or after installation before it picks up. As far as the ADAS stuff, we're a little more behind automotive, but
yeah, but I think that they are making on the larger trucks, it is huge amounts of headway as far as things that are changing every single day, to where a lot of the things that we take for granted on cars are now hitting the trucks and even adding to it to a degree.
Yeah, they are. I mean, heavy duty generally follows a couple years behind automotive. Yeah. So I'm seeing it, but it's just not to the same extent that automotive has it right now.
Yeah. David, as far as on the as far as the vehicles that come in, Do you feel like people are taking better care of their vehicle now than they did years ago?
Yes, absolutely. The cost of the vehicles have risen. People take a lot more care of their vehicle, and it allows them to keep the longevity of it and keep the vehicle operating properly.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I get that feeling also. I feel like that more people come in because they plan to keep their car a long time. Now, that don't mean they won't be purchasing another car, but many times it used to be they would just sell a car, get another car. Now they've taken care of a car because they know, hey, in a certain number of years we're going to be giving that to our kids, or one of our kids that will be driving, and we'll be going to get a new car. And I want to make sure that this car is in good shape when we pass it down, because it's more difficult than ever to find those cars that are driven just one owner that people kept for a long time, because people's waiting in line to get them, and so that when they do get a new car, then many times they get a new car because of some of the options that's on there. But many times they'll already have somebody standing there saying, I want to buy that if you start to sell it.
That's correct.
Yeah. So that's a big thing. Now, what I'm seeing is more and more people seem to really enjoy a lot of these options that are on the car. You have the Blue Cruise, you have the heated cool seats, and all of the other things that are there. The list is almost too long to name. ADAS systems and just all sorts of things. Does that give very much trouble, in your opinion?
We don't see a lot of trouble from it. Sometimes people are scared to use it. Like when Blue Cruise first came out, I'm kind of old school. I was kind of scared, so I got to experience firsthand. We had to go to Miami for a meeting, and I actually drove Blue Cruise from Augusta to Miami, and I cannot explain how much more rested or relaxed I was when I got there. Not knowing how tensed up I was, having to pay attention all the time. It would do it myself. It would change lanes for you. It would do anything and everything that you needed it to do. It's an awesome feature.
Well, the one of the things about the Blue Cruise, it's a lot of roads set up, but it has to be a road that is approved for the Blue Cruise, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it has to be able to have good. The camera system works off the lines. So as long as the road's in good shape, it will. And if it starts detecting it will alert you and tell you to put your hands back on the wheel.
Yeah, and I think there's something like 190,000 miles. If I remember, that's just from memory. But a huge number of roads are set up for the Blue Cruise.
Yeah.
So that's one of the fantastic options. And I agree with you. A large number of the problems that we see when they come into the shop with options like that is one of two things. Either the vehicle has to have a program of some kind, reprogramming, or the car's been in an accident. And
then the shop didn't do what they were supposed to do. Imagine that, right?
It's crucial, even to windshield replacement and the type of windshield, because the cameras go through the windshields, and we've seen that. Tire sizes, a lot of these trucks, they put bigger tires on. It messes with the cameras. You got to go in and recalibrate the ride height and everything, or it's not going to work correctly.
Yeah. I'm going to give a tip to a lot of people that may buy extended warranties, which I had a great question on extended warranties earlier this week. But people putting different tires on a vehicle, you need to make sure those tires are approved by your extended warranty, because there's cases to where if somebody has a problem, now I don't know, it varies depending on the warranty company. But some of the warranty companies will say, no, that's not covered because your tires are the wrong size.
Correct. Tires or lifted. Yes, that is correct.
So you have to be very careful when you do things, and especially if you buy a new vehicle and you start adding things to it, be aware that could affect your warranty.
Absolutely.
On some of the things that you do. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying be real careful and know that certain things that you do, for instance, floor mats and little steps and lights and things like that probably won't have, but even lights, you got to be careful. But certain things won't have any effect on it. But certain things could say, if you did have an engine problem, make it to where it wouldn't be covered.
That's correct.
Yeah. So you got to be very careful with that. I'm going to ask all of us, but I'll start with David. What is your favorite option that you have on a vehicle? That something you just could not do without?
Something I couldn't do without.
Yep.
I don't know. I guess for me, it'd probably be power windows.
Power windows.
I don't know
That's
that I could
true.
do without that.
I was thinking
don't-
the air conditioner.
Don't think.
That's my guess. Mine's
Air conditioning. We have that. What would be a option that you would love to have that you don't have now that that is one of the newer type systems? It's something to do with adaptive driving or either lane assist or blind spots. What would be the thing that you would love to have?
That I don't currently have I drive a 23 F-150 every day at work. I mean, the cooled seats would be pretty nice in my work truck. But other than that, I don't have anything.
I thought you would be saying the seats. That you'd
yeah,
like to
the
see.
seats. Because I'm in and out all day long, and it's hot.
Now, David, my guess is you are sitting in a lot of newer vehicles on a regular basis, either test driving or moving around or talking to one of the technicians about it. What's one of your favorite options?
Well, the Blue Cruise I was kind of skeptical of it because I'm thinking, hey, something's driving me and I'm not in control. But after experiencing the Blue Cruise, man, that's the way to go, especially if you travel a lot, because it takes the fatigue away from you. Leg strain, arm strain, just body strain, 100%. You go on a long trip, you let the Blue Cruise do it. It slows you down. It'll tell you to change lanes. It'll do it all for you. I mean,
do you ever feel the desire to close your eyes a little bit when you're in Blue Cruise because of it having all the?
Well, it allows you, if you have a passenger, you can carry on a conversation more relaxed, and you have to stay such alert and tense watching traffic because it watches it for you. But it does pay attention to you through the camera, so you can't shut your eyes. Yeah, so I was trying to fool one. I put sunglasses on sideways. It's smart enough to figure that out. It'll tell you, hey, man, you're not paying attention. And
so you tend to put your Bluetooth video up in front so you're looking that way. No, we don't want to get into that, do we?
But that's an awesome feature, especially if you do a lot of traveling and it's long distance traveling, because like I said, even if you come into traffic, it's going to adjust for you.
Yeah, you get to spend a lot more time talking with your family if you're on a trip, and being more relaxed when you get there, so it makes everything go that much better. So I believe Blue Cruise would be a good thing.
The autonomous driving it's something. So
I have been dying to hear this story about David Clark's report on his ride in Waymo.
We've talked about it a couple times on the, during our breaks about Waymo. Definitely talked about it on the show. So I said I would, if I'm in one of these places got a Waymo, I'll get in it and try it. So I went to a shop and I looked up the Waymo app while I was outside the service area. So I had to take a lift to an In-N-Out. So I went to In-N-Out and had dinner. If I'm on the West Coast, I'm going to In-N-Out to get me a good burger and fries. Just got to do that.
Yeah.
So from there, I saw I was going to be in the area where I could use the Waymo, and I ordered it up to take me back to the hotel. And let me tell you, it was super simple. I got on the app, I downloaded it. It already had my Apple Pay information in there, so paid for it right there. Ordered it exactly what time I wanted to be there. But the one problem was there when I went out to the car and I went to try and get in it.
Yeah.
I started trying to get the door handle to open, and the friggin' door handle wouldn't come open. And so then I looked down at my phone and it said, unlock the door.
Oh, no.
So I hit the button, and the door handle pops out. I have literally, pushed this thing in, and in the video I sent you can see me sitting there struggling with the door handle, and I'm sitting there snatching on this thing. I'm like, I can't even get in the car. And I was like, well, you idiot, you just got to hit the button that says unlock.
So that's to make sure that you're getting in the right
I guess so.
Yeah.
So, I felt like it was super cool. You get in, it welcomes you. It knew my name. It knew who I was. You can set the temperature to the car before it ever gets to you. So, if you want it on 65 degrees, you can do that. You can hook up your own music to it. So
was
again,
there any kind of like crown sitting on the dash or any of those type things?
there was. I mean, it was no. I mean, it
You're
was.
talking about the old New York cabbies from
Yeah.
like the 80s and 90s little plastic crown.
Yeah, you always got to have that big
Oh
crown.
my gosh.
So I mean, it gave me. So on the app, it tells you like where the pickup point is, and it uses your GPS on your phone to walk you to where the pickup point's going to be.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there waiting. I get in the car, and it. Once I'm ready to go, you hit the button that says start the ride, and man, it takes off. And I got to say, it was super smooth. Like watching it and just hanging out. And I was thinking the whole time I'm sitting there recording with my glasses on. I'm like, man, this is intense. Like I'm not doing anything, and there's nobody driving this car except for the computer. So, but it,
But you didn't go through any construction zones, though.
I definitely made sure I was outside of that.
Yeah, you don't want construction zones right now.
Roundabouts.
I think they're working that problem out, but they're right now. There's certain roads they won't let them go on because of not knowing what to do in a construction zone.
But like on the screens, like you've got a screen right there in the back seat that you can kind of see how far you're going, and then there's a screen on the dash, and it actually shows all the cars around you as it's monitoring everything that's going on as you're riding this thing. And then as I got to about 2 minutes before it was going to drop me off, it just came on and started talking to me. Hey, we're about to reach your destination. Make sure you got your phone and your anything you've left in the seats. Just make sure you got all that so you get ready to leave. So I had a good experience with it. The next morning when I went to the airport, I was telling Jamie I was packing my room up and I was getting everything ready, and it's 3:30 in the morning. And so I got on the Waymo app, and I could do immediate or I could do different times. So I scheduled it for about 10 minutes after that, so I'd have enough time to get everything together and get downstairs and get to where I needed to be. And it showed right up. I jumped in the car. I knew how to unlock the door this time.
Yeah. Is there any kind of button you could push when you're in there sort of have a conversation with you?
I don't know. I got nervous about touching too much stuff in there. I didn't want to cause too many problems.
It's like, hey Siri or hey Alexa.
Yeah.
Hey Waymo.
But what was interesting was when I went to get in my Waymo to go to the airport, there was a guy right behind me. He was like, "Oh, is that your Waymo?" I was like, "Yeah, that's my Waymo." And we got in it. Well, it pulled down this alley, and it turned itself around like I'm sitting in there, and to get back and go towards the airport. So.
Now, there's some models being built now. I forgot the name of this one, but you don't have to turn around. I mean, the vehicle goes both directions just as easy. It goes in reverse as easy as it does forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just sitting. The passengers are facing each other. And it can go this way or it can go that way. It don't really matter to the car.
So, I don't know. I mean, where it dropped me off at the airport was not in the departure area where I normally get dropped off in the airport. So I had to go up a couple floors. So, that was kind of a downfall. And I don't know if that was because of where those things go in and out of. But, I mean, overall, I thought it was a good experience. I'd probably use it again.
Sounds beautiful. All right, so we had our
Jamie's
update.
Going, maybe one day. I don't know.
All right, well, we're going to talk. Oh, yeah, we got time to do this.
Yeah.
A Newman, Georgia guy was on I-85. He was going a little over the speed limit, but not much, when a police officer turned on the blue lights. Woo, 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 woo. The 21-year-old driver sped up to 140 miles an hour.
Running from GSP?
Yeah, running from Georgia State Patrol. The officer finally did a pit maneuver on the vehicle. Boom, spun her around. The guy got felony charges for all kind of crazy driving that he was doing. Here's the kicker. The officer was trying to pull over the car next to him. He didn't even want him. He wasn't planning on pulling him over at all. But the guy panicked and took off. And, of course, once he got up to 140, then it was a sure thing he was going to be in trouble.
What was he driving?
It didn't say. I wondered that also. It didn't say what kind of car it was. Let's assume it was a Mustang. Yeah, because
a Mach-E.
140 miles an hour, I would say it would do that.
Jamie,
Yeah.
Show contributor Jim Pate, he reported in on this. The person that claimed his Tesla was on autopilot when he flew through the Houston area, as it turns out, he was not driving from all the information that they have. He was actually going about 73 miles an hour. And when he was after the accident, and a lady got killed, just a little background on this story real quick. Gentleman went in a Tesla, speeding through a neighborhood, hit a house, killed a lady that a grandmother, and she's lawsuits flying everywhere on this thing. He said the vehicle was on autopilot. All the data that come from his vehicle and information from the cameras indicated that he was not on autopilot, and he had bypassed autopilot when you hit 100% throttle. The information that they have that came out of the vehicle shows that his foot was still on the gas after the accident. It was still there. The guy was not intoxicated. He was very cooperative with the police. So it's going to be a very interesting case. But right now, they have charged him with manslaughter. So that's the latest update that we have on that one.
Well, it's definitely, you think about the autonomous vehicle and autonomous driving is, that question. I think we've asked that several times. It's like, who's going to be at fault in the accident when your car's in autopilot?
Yeah.
Is it the manufacturer? Is it the individual? Like, who is it going to be?
Well,
and this
from what I understand, if this would have been on autopilot and did that, then the manufacturer would have been responsible. But they have all the information saying that the gas pedal was all the way to the floor. Now, here's what you wonder. One of two things. Either the guy panicked, because it don't sound like he was the type person. He was like a food delivery person. He don't sound like he was out driving crazy. One or two things. Either his foot hit the gas instead of the brake, and he got panicked and held it there because he was wondering why his brakes wasn't working, or he has got the gas showed it, or the computer made the gas pedal go down for some reason. Makes you wonder: is there any chance a car could get hacked into? I mean, is there possibilities of that? But I think that it would have to show it had an input from somewhere if that was the case. So it sounds more like a mistake was made on the driver, and of course that's where the charges are going right now.
Well, I think, that's one thing we also talk about a lot is with all this sophistication in the computers is like, when is, that's why the manufacturers put so many firewalls that you have to get through in the car with a scan tool to be able to access this stuff, because it's just as simple. It's going to get that way where somebody can just hack into your car, and if it'll drive itself, who's to say they can't take over a whole interstate full of people and create, mass chaos? So
what was the movie Speed with the bus?
Yeah.
That said, if you slow down to a certain speed,
poof.
Yeah, something will happen.
Yeah. So, I mean, you don't know. I mean, that's it's scary stuff. I mean, there's different, software that you got with the auto auth information that you got to put in there and the scan tool so that you can access stuff. And so I think that complexity is just going to continue to grow. The car's not going to get less sophisticated. It's going to get more and more technology in it.
Many years ago, somebody wanted to cause a car to have an accident. They'd crawl under, they would cut the brake line. And, of course, when the car ran out of brake fluid, you wouldn't have any brakes, and they would be on a hill, and it would be an accident. Is there a chance that somebody could put a virus in a computer now as opposed to that, and at a certain time frame, boom, something bad happened with the vehicle, like gas going? Jamie, do you feel like that 3, 4, 5 years ago, did you think that we would be sitting here talking about David riding in the Waymo or the Blue Cruise not having to touch hardly anything for a whole trip to Miami and all of this other stuff?
I mean, it is incredible how far we've come. It is a little scary, but I guess anything that's new is scary. But I mean, as so happy as we are as a country, the liability is so high in this stuff that it does go through extensive testing before it's released. Sometimes a bug or two does make it through, but I mean, it's exciting.
It is really
is
exciting. I love it.
It's very interesting to see how far we've come.
I'll mention this part too, the part that I love keeping track of, and I do, the fly-in car industry, or EVTOL. Love it. It continues moving forward, and it seems like every week I hear about a new EVTOL. A lot of them is being made in China now. Still, the main one that's being sold in the U.S. the most is Jetson One. They take in orders for it. But these jokers in China, they're available right now. You can order one and get an EVTOL, and they carry more weight every time you hear it, and they're going faster. They're longer periods of time, and the air taxis are getting approval now. I mean, there's going to be a time you're going to go to that one building, and you're going to say, I want to go to that other building, and they're doing it now. And you're going to get in the little EVTOL air taxi. It's going to take off, go to the other building, let you off, and you're going to be there. Truck, it's Chance Turner, but he told us we could call him Truck. That's what he said, because that's the name you go by, right?
That's right, folks. Chance
Fantastic.
Truck Turner here, Gerald Jones
Well,
Ford.
Truck, we welcome you to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here. And you are one of the wonderful salespeople over here at Gerald Jones Ford. Is that right?
Yes, sir. That's right. We got a great selection of salespeople here, and we're here to serve the CSRA.
Yeah, everybody I've met so far has been real nice. They've been really good to talk to and been very helpful. Some of the things that we've been talking about has to do with a lot of options that they're putting on the cars now. Now, I'll go ahead and ask you also, though, what is one of the larger options that people ask for that they say, I really have to have this? If I get another car, it has to have this. What would that be?
Well, if you're looking at Ford, you're looking at trucks, and you're looking at F-150s.
F1, of course, F-150s.
Got to have that four-wheel drive. This is Georgia.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
Four-wheel drive?
Got to have it. I mean, we had that situation with Hurricane Helene, or the situation where we had the ice storm, and, you never know. You need that four-wheel drive to kick in and make some dirty work happen, to make it clean.
Yeah. And four-wheel drive is a lot smoother than it used to be years ago. I remember many, many years ago, four-wheel drive, you used to go through this hassle of locking wheels and all that. Now you're pretty much riding along and you push the button and boom, you're four-wheel drive low, four-wheel drive high, whatever you want. You're not going to get stuck anymore. I mean, that's a sure thing. What would be the second item?
The second item, I would actually tell folks the adaptive cruise. When you're riding down that highway and you put that vehicle on cruise control, the moment you set it at 75, 80, and the car in front of you slows down, you naturally slow down as well.
Yeah.
But as soon as you move over, catch back up on that same speed you just had.
Yeah. Smart Cruise, Blue Cruise.
Oh, yeah.
It does the trick.
So what's the deals you guys are running now? As a sales guy, you're going in the second half of the year.
Question.
You got to have some hot deals.
Man, let me tell you, we got the red, white, and blue sales event going on right now. Ford trucks, we're offering 0%, 36 months. Also, we're offering great financing rates. And if you're looking at anything across the Ford lineup, I promise you, we got the best deals around.
Now, we're right here close to the military base here at Fort Gordon. So any kind of military discounts you guys are doing?
Oh, of course, man. We always have. We salute those who serve, and also our first responders. They get an additional rebate off. So any first responders out there, hey, we'd love for you to come out and check us out today.
Fantastic. One thing that I had some thoughts about. A lot of these items like the blind spot indicators that we have and the Blue Cruise and the backup cameras and all of the others, they definitely can make the vehicle safer. Does that help on insurance? And that has to do with a question David might be able to help with and Truck might be able to help with. And
as far as is it giving them a break on insurance? I don't know if it's giving them a break, because right now if you wreck your car, it probably costs more today to fix your car than it has in the past, especially with all the sensors. I mean, I talked to a guy the other day on a Honda Pilot that got hit in the rear, and the blind spot sensor for that car was $1,000. And it's right behind the bumper. So now, majority of the time, if you get hit in the back bumper and that sensor's damaged, there's another $1,000 right, to your repair. So I don't know that it's going to make your insurance go down. Does it decrease the possibility of an accident with some of these safety systems? Absolutely. And I think we're seeing that across the industry where claims are down just as a whole. So
there are less claims right now, but the claims that are there are more.
The dollar amount is higher.
Yeah.
And so that's a challenge. And you got a lot of insurance companies that are challenging shops with trying to figure out how to drive that severity down.
Well, my guess is, though, that's offset a lot also, because if you don't have an accident, even though it's a lot more to replace the vehicle, if you don't have that medical side of it involved in it, you're going to still save a huge amount of money, because that's where a lot of the issues come in, has to do with the medical side. So it might cost more to repair the car, but it probably is only a drop in the bucket compared to what you would get if there was medical liability. In other words, a car that would have hit the back of another car instead has automatic braking, and it don't hit the back of the other car, and you save. It might cost a lot to fix the car, but at least you're not going to get sued for hitting the car, because in all the things that go with that, medical expenses. So just my thought. Ready to go back to the calls?
Let's do it.
Hey, Truck, you going to go to the call with us?
Hey, man.
We're going to do it.
I'm here.
Hold on. Be still. All right. Hey, George, welcome to the C&C Auto Show. What can we help you with?
Well, I had a question for you. Thank you. You were talking about the fellow that unfortunately crashed his Tesla and killed that woman. Mm-hmm. But you said several times he had his foot on the gas or the gas pedal. Mm-hmm. Are you sure it wasn't on the accelerator?
Oh, wow. That was good.
Got him.
That was really good. You got me big time on that one. That was good. George,
you have done so many tricks like that in your tech tip questions, man. Well, I'm glad I got you.
Wow, I'm sitting there eating that one now, but that was good. You're absolutely right. It was on the accelerator pedal.
There you go.
That was it. Hey, you wouldn't want to answer our tech tip quiz, would you? You got just a second to do that?
I haven't heard what it is, but I'll try.
All right. Same trim, same color. He had one was paying for the Bluetooth. They had just bought a truck. Two people bought the exact truck, same color, same everything. One's having to pay $50 a month to have the option of automated driving, and one is not. Same truck, everything, same color, but it wasn't hacked into any. You gonna give us a quick idea on it? If you were to go to, if you were to try out some software online, and what do they normally offer you when you're first getting software? I mean, like I ordered something online the other day. What now?
Insurance protection.
No. They give you something that'll last a couple of days or a couple of months, maybe, sometime 3 months.
Temporary password.
What now?
Temporary password.
No.
Temporary password.
What would that other be called? A free.
A PIN.
Huh?
Free trial.
Free trial. Yeah.
A free trial.
Very much. Yeah. All right. You are absolutely right.
Yeah. All right.
Man, you got that one. All right. You deserve. The reason I wanted to give you that one is you caught me on that other deal, hit the gas, so you deserve it. I'm gonna put you on hold. They're gonna pick up and get all your information. And congratulations on being a Tech Tip Quiz winner. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, he's a winner. Truck.
That's right.
All right. So, what's your favorite option on a vehicle?
Man, my favorite option on the vehicle would have to be just the seat space in the truck, because I'm a big guy. And whether you're short, big, tall, or small, you got plenty of room inside the F-150s.
So you don't like to pack inside of that Mustang?
Oh, man, I'm going to tell you. It's big guy friendly, but I'm going to tell you, you got to be a certain size to be in that ride.
There you go.
Well, I couldn't imagine a person that they call truck riding in a car.
Man,
that just wouldn't add up.
Hey, that's why Ford, we sell trucks. I mean, you're looking at trucks and SUVs. The only cars we offer are the Ford Mustangs and the Mach-E Mustangs.
I tell you, Ford trucks have a beautiful reputation.
What do you think about the EV truck?
Oh, man, I'm going to tell you something, dude. As long as you keep it charged up, you're riding smooth. And I'm going to tell you, that's one of our biggest sellers. They're hard to keep on the grounds. But whenever we get one, they go just as fast as they come in.
And they move.
Oh, yeah.
Like I have been, on the West Coast, I've been able to drive a bunch of EVs. And I will tell you, I was not a pro EV guy. But driving these things, it's unbelievable how fast they are.
Oh, yes.
They will absolutely get up and get out of the way. So it's definitely opened my eyes up. So
Texas' share of new car sales in the U.S. is rising, while California's share is shrinking. Strong demand for pickup trucks in Texas contributes to higher average car prices. A large proportion of shoppers in Texas use cash or outside financing for cars. In other words, they don't have to finance that many times. And California's share of the U.S. light vehicle sales has fallen from its high of 2023 of 12.7 to 11.4, and Texas went from 9.3 to 10.8. That's kind of a good thing for Ford, because usually when you think of a big truck, many times you think of a Ford.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'd be curious as like how much of that had to do with EV credits in California versus Texas, right? Like you had everybody running out grabbing the EV credits before, and that's not there now.
Well, California is still jumping on the EV bandwagon. They're going to have their own credits that they're going to give. So, and that's really not a good road, in my opinion, to go down.
No,
it's pretty clear people love trucks.
They got enough debt in California. I don't know that credit's going to help them.
Well, it's time to close out this week's C&C Auto Show. A big thank you to Gerald Jones Ford for hosting the show at their beautiful building. And thank you to co-host David Clark and Jamie Bridges, along with our show producers. That's Mason Rogers, Otto Lopez, and Trip Clark. And keep everything running smoothly. They just keep everything in line in there. And most of all, thank you to our callers, watchers, and listeners, and to the Gerald Jones team for coming out here and talking with us. And we'll pull up a shiny new C&C Auto Show out of the garage. It'll be a Ford next week also. And we will see you then.